One, two, three. Welcome everybody today to Mom and Dad Talks, where our favorite two people are mom and dad, and people have taken them out to eat. They are enjoying it. Please take them out to eat. They love to eat and fine dine, especially my dad. And just to remind everybody, they are vegetarians, except sometimes they'll eat fish. All right, but saying all of that there, we have a very special guest while they're not here. Her name is Carol Griffiths. She's been literally knowing me all my life. However, she has a very, very powerful, important statement for people here about diabetes, folks, and how it affects you and how you can, do things to kind of, I guess, get better. So, Carol, can you just break it down to us a little bit about this depression?
I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna break it down for you. I have a quote that I want to say. The greatest source of our stress is the lies that we tell ourselves.
Ooh. Say that again
I'm
for
gonna
me.
say that one more time. The
Yeah.
greatest source of our suffering is the lies that we tell ourselves. Stop
Okay.
lying to yourself, folks. We got to stop the lying. We got to stop the lying. 'Cause lying doesn't do us any good. How do we lie? Oh, I don't have this problem. My blood pressure is good. I can eat what I want. Oh, I don't need to watch my sugar. I would just go. It's Thanksgiving. It's Christmas. We have things in our community that nobody else has regarding our health,
Mm,
and diabetes is one of them.
mm,
And it affects our mental health. And I'm passionate about mental health in my community. I want to help my people in their mental health. And diabetes, because it's so prevalent,
mm-hmm.
I wanted to tie the two together so we can kind of fix this. Is that
Yes.
all right? Is
That's
that
all
all
right.
right?
Let's try
All
to
right.
fix
Okay.
this.
Let's try to fix this. But first, we got to figure out, why is it happening?
Mm-hmm.
Why is diabetes so prevalent in our community?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a few things. It's economical, it's physiological, it's genetic, it's environmental.
Mm,
Well, what do you mean by that, Carol?
yes.
Well, this is what I mean. When you go to our socioeconomic, we are discriminated against when we try to get jobs.
Okay, that's
Yep.
true.
So we might not get the best paying job, or we may get the job, but they don't pay us what we should be making.
True.
So
True.
then there's a trickle down effect from that socioeconomic. Then you have healthcare costs.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not making as much money in my job as my white counterparts,
Mm-hmm.
that healthcare costs become an issue for me.
True. True.
That's not my fault that my skin has melanin in it, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the other factor is, then if I can't afford the healthcare that I
Mm-hmm.
need, or I don't have insurance, how am
Mm-hmm.
I going to take care of myself?
Mm. Yes.
So some of this is society, and some
Mm-hmm.
of this is on us.
Yes.
Another factor, another barrier to having good health and why diabetes is rampant is the fact that access is not the same in our neighborhoods as in some other neighborhoods.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I
Michelle Obama.
remember, and I'm sure you remember, when COVID was running rapid and,
Mm-hmm.
the vaccine first
Mm-hmm.
came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I was shocked to see that some of our neighborhoods didn't have drugstores.
Mm.
Now, a drugstore, that's something simple. So
Mm-hmm.
our people couldn't get the vaccine because they didn't have a drugstore in their neighborhood. That's crazy in 2020.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
crazy to me. So if you don't have access, you don't have the money.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on? Okay, but then there's some factors about the white centric healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the drugs, especially drugs for diabetes, controlling diabetes,
Mm-hmm.
is based on studies with and trials done on white people.
Interesting.
So we're a little different. We're all
Mm-hmm.
human beings. We all have
Mm-hmm.
blood. We all have the same organs,
Mm-hmm.
but our makeup is definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're testing it on a cow, but then
Mm-hmm.
you want to treat a cat,
Mm-hmm.
is it going to always work?
Yeah, there's going to be some differences.
There's going to be some differences.
Mm-hmm.
So that is some of the barriers that we have. And then the other factors are the physical.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably a little more obese than most
Mm-hmm.
in our community. We run the risk genetically of having that gene that will give us high blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean diabetes. We have
Mm-hmm.
high blood pressure.
Yeah.
We have high cholesterol.
Mm-hmm.
We are sometimes not as active.
Mm-hmm.
And those of us that are over the age of 45, you
Mm-hmm.
have a higher risk for it.
Mm.
All of these combined create some struggles for us.
Yeah.
And we can't lie to ourselves and say these things don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
We can't lie to say that we're not as interested in our health as somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But ignoring the problem is not going to make it go away.
Right.
Did you know that we're twice as likely to die from type 1 or type 2 diabetes than other
Yeah,
races?
I found that out. That's very, very fascinating. But it's also with like these food deserts. We don't buy vegetables and all that other stuff. And part of the thing I've read about is that, well, if I can't afford the proper foods, because good food is expensive.
Cost. Organic, not
Yes.
as the same price as regular.
And if I'm not paid the quality of work that I'm paid for, I got to cut
Mhm.
corners. And one of the things you cut corners on, you got to do is eat food, right?
Right.
And
And then put it in another perspective
yeah.
too. If I have to feed my family
Mm-hmm.
or buy my medication, which one you think you're gonna do?
I got to feed my family.
You got to feed your family. So, and if you hadn't noticed, I saw a breakdown the other day of insulin.
Mm-hmm.
Insulin all over the world costs the most in the United States of America. It's
Wow.
almost $100, whereas other countries it's less than 10.
Amazing.
Amazing. This is a fabulous country,
Mm-hmm.
and we're charging people so much for insulin. So $100 can make or break a family every month.
Yes. Yes.
That ain't no joke.
Yes.
So what does this have to do with mental health? Well, because you have diabetes and you deal with all those factors I just named,
Mm-hmm.
you can suffer what's called from diabetes distress.
Hmm.
What is diabetes distress? You just get sick and tired of dealing with your diabetes. That affects your mental health.
Mm.
You're stressed out because you of the monitoring, the diet, the measuring,
Mm-hmm.
going to the doctor,
Mm-hmm.
changing medications.
Mm-hmm.
It can be overwhelming for most
Yes.
people. And with stress
Mm-hmm.
comes disease.
That's true.
Disease is stress.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get that?
Yeah. Break it down for us. Break it down to us, Carol. I mean, because
Yes.
that right there is very, very deep in itself.
Right. So how do we deal with this thing?
Mm-hmm.
So I did a little research to see what are the factors that are affecting mentally, health wise,
Mm-hmm.
our community with diabetes.
Yes.
First thing, depression.
Yes.
There's a higher rate of depression, and that's with any chronic condition.
Mm-hmm.
I have a close friend of mine in Maryland. She's been suffering with diabetes for over 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I've watched her and heard her struggle with going to doctor,
Mm-hmm.
changing doctors, going to get this test, that test.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're saying that she needs to go on dialysis.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched it through a lens. But
Yes.
I can't imagine being her. About a year ago, she just kind of broke down and said, I'm tired of dealing with this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything else. I'm
Mm.
stopping. And
Mm.
I was horrified, of course. My
Yes.
friend is like, she doesn't want to deal with this. She doesn't want to deal with life. If she doesn't take the medication, she will die.
Yes.
So I'm hearing her,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm realizing this disease or condition really impacts you over the long haul.
Right.
She was depressed. She
Yeah.
was telling me without telling me, I'm depressed. I can't deal with this any longer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at my wit's end.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stop.
And a lot of people just give up. They just, I'm
Just
just
give
gonna eat
up.
whatever I want because I want to enjoy life and live life. And they don't realize they're shortening up their life, and they can still have a good life if they take better care. It's hard because it's
It's
you.
hard. It's right. It's hard because it's you. All of us have habits that we're trying to break
Right.
and overcome. And we'll do it consistent for a while, but we kind of fall off the wagon here and there. That's just normal. But they can't fall off the wagon without
Right.
it impacting them seriously.
Right.
Okay, imagine that weight on your brain, that depression.
Mm-hmm.
You're constantly feeling the pressure of how much longer can I deal with this?
Yes.
I'm tired. You lose interest in the activities that you used to like.
Mm-hmm.
You lose interest in your dealing with your family because you have to go and take it. They can eat what they want, but you
Mm-hmm.
can't eat what they're eating.
Right.
So it's a kind of an isolation. Because
Right.
in our community, food is like a social event.
Exactly.
Oh, you can't eat some of grandma's cake. Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't. I would not like to feel like that.
Right.
So it's important to look at these signs within yourself
Hmm.
and go to your healthcare provider. When you're feeling persistent sadness, you are suffering from depression. Another twin to depression is anxiety. A
Mm.
lot of diabetic patients suffer from anxiety. Why? They're worried about the outcome.
Hmm.
Is this going to get worse?
Hmm.
What is the doctor going to tell me?
Hmm.
How's my family going to handle me going on dialysis now? How's that going to work with vacations? I mean,
Hmm.
that's a whole litany of things that can make them anxious. And it's such a severe disease, I'm sure there's a fear of dying.
Yes.
That
It,
would make me anxious.
it make you wake up like in the middle of the night and like, ooh.
Whoa, like, what am I supposed to do?
And then you start thinking about your life expectancy, how long I plan to live. So then you start living a sometimes people go reckless. I'm just going to go
Exactly.
all out. I'm just going to spend through, which psychologically it puts you in a deeper depression because you're being careless with your
Mhm.
stuff and not responsible. So I mean it's like a compounded thing that a lot of people don't think about.
Exactly. It's cyclical. It
Yes.
just goes round and round. If I don't take care of my health, I get sicker.
Yeah.
Taking care of my health makes me tired and depressed and anxiety and stress.
Hmm.
So the best thing I could recommend is talk to your healthcare professional
Hmm.
about how you're feeling.
Hmm.
And I don't deal with any doctor that I can't speak my truth to.
Hmm.
That's my advice. Have a physician that you're comfortable telling, hey, I'm just depressed.
Hmm.
Hey, I'm just suffering from anxiety. Hey, I can't sleep. Hey,
Hmm.
I'm binging on foods
Hmm.
when I know I shouldn't be. There has to be that open communication between you and your healthcare. And because they specialize in diabetes, they should have a whole team. Hey, well, I have this good therapist,
Hmm.
that works with diabetes patients. I have this good person over here, the dietitian that can help you manage your diet.
Hmm.
It should be a wraparound service kind of thing for you
Nice.
where you can build a better health.
Hmm.
And when your mental health is good, your health will succeed.
And that's if the mind is destroyed, the body's just going to fall along with it. And it's so important, people out there, to make sure you stay positive, surround yourself
Mhm.
with some happy things, budget, understand that, that it is real. We just have to cut certain things that we would like to do out and put more priority on other things and adjust. And adjustment is just hard,
It's hard.
and people don't know it. And get some professional help. Stay, you know what I'm saying? It's okay, folks. So I want to
It
encourage.
doesn't mean you're crazy. It just means you need help. You go to
Yeah,
the dentist to keep your teeth
right.
nice, right? Go to the mental health professional to get support.
Yes.
That's all you're getting is support.
And sometimes you get some tools and a different perspective on your situation because, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to talk to, I'm just making this up. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
making this up. Okay. I'm going to talk to my mom about, yeah, she's going to be like, yeah. Saying, I'll feel bad if I were you. Well, that's not maybe what
Right.
I need. I probably need to say, hey, I need a different perspective on what I'm going through because if I continue on with this, I'm not going to be around here long.
Exactly. And we want our family to be with us as long as they possibly can.
Right.
Because the body keeps score.
Yes. Ooh.
The body keeps score.
Hmm. And
Yes,
folks,
I'm getting enough sleep. Nope, you didn't get enough sleep. Yes, I'm exercising. No, you did not exercise. So your body, whether you lie to yourself or not, your body is keeping score.
and the body don't lie, folks. I'm sorry. The body
No,
would
it
tell you.
doesn't.
I play basketball, and when you get older, certain moves just go away. Hey, you in your mind,
Tell
like,
me
man,
about it.
I'm back in the day. Your body's like
You
saying
can
that was
go
back
dunk
in the
that
day.
ball, right? You can just dunk it.
No. It's just now it's like you go up, you may not come down, you may not touch the rim, you will embarrass yourself, but hey, you want to do it, bro? We gonna go up.
Go for it. We're gonna go up, but we don't know where we're coming down
Yeah,
to.
we don't know what's coming down. We don't know how far it's gonna go, but hey, you think we can still do it? And that's the thing there. It plays tricks on you, and I think
Mhm.
people need to understand that your body works the same way, and the mind and the body both work together. And so
Together.
so take care of your mental health, people, today. And like I said, I want to thank Carol for coming on our show. I know I've been out there
Love
because
it.
sickly, but we're gonna bring her back on as usual. Bring some
Mhm.
deep knowledge, folk. If you want to get in touch with Carol, Carol, tell our audience how they get in touch with you to be a speaker, to talk about other things, mental health with them. But this thing is like really, really important. How do they get in touch with you, Carol?
Yes. Okay. Psychwoman39, PSYCHWOMAN 39 at yahoo.com. And my telephone number is 754-423-3770.
Folks, there you have it right there. You know, get in touch with her, bring her to your church or your function. She'll be happy to speak with her on that. And I'm telling you, she's fantastic. I've used her myself a lot. So, Carol, next time.
Thank you so much, Todd.
Thank you for coming on our show as always. And next time we'll see you on Mom and Dad Talks. And take care of that mind and body, folks.